Hey guys, Fenix and Matthais here with another Teach the Noob for you, and today
Hello.
we're going to let Matthais sort of start off by asking us what he wants to learn today. So,
Yes,
Matthais, you brought me
we've
here.
been over combat, some issues with me in combat, and
Yes.
we really need to go over that. You know, like what a down state looks like, and looks like.
So,
and stuff like that.
Matthais, Regal, and I were running a dungeon recently, and Regal went down and died, and Matthais yelled out, "What's that giant icon above his head?" And let him die. So it was awesome. So let's go over a few things here. So first things first, we'll go over combat infos. You kind of know how weapon skills work. We explain them.
Yeah.
You hit 1 to 5, you do damage. You can swap weapons using whatever hotkey you've set for it. You don't. But something important to note is every class has F key abilities. So if you hit like your F key abilities, you know this already, but if you hit F keys, you swap your element that you're dealing with. So you go from water to fire to earth to lightning. It's really cool. You have all these neat abilities. That's why you can't swap weapons. You have 20 friggin' weapon skills at any time.
It's awesome.
I actually have to swap my weapons. And for example, my F key abilities are a little different. So that little rabbit's... Oh, no, nope, the griffin's going to get it. Attack Sage! My weapon, my F1 skills are actually in regards to my pet. All the commands for my pet are located from F1 to 4. So I can swap my pets. I can do make them do their special move like he's doing now. So every class has access to those sort of things. Now, when you get damaged, obviously you heal. Every class has a heal skill, number 6 ability. But what if that doesn't work? So I'm going to put my life in your hands right now. All right, buddy?
Good luck with that.
I don't trust this for a minute, but let's go piss off a few more things. Let's make this a little quicker. All right, buddy. All right, there's some damage. There we go. Come here, you, and you two. Okay.
Oh, wow, dude. Okay.
All right. I'm putting my life in your hands.
Okay, well, I'm going to start doing some damage, because...
Don't worry, my pet will help save you. Now, something important to note is a down state. I don't think you've ever experienced a down state. You've been pretty good about staying alive. You're a pretty tanky build. My pet is taking all the damage from me. This is not a good start to it. Go away, pet.
Can you make him passive or something?
I made him passive. They still target him. It's good. Good thing about the ranger. Oh, they punched me. Oh, there we go. I have passive healing.
I keep regenning you because I'm in water. Sorry.
So there's a lot of things just not going right now. But while I get my ass kicked, I'm also going to explain the fact that I just burst a signet. That was something we were explaining in one of our last videos. If you burst a signet, you get a special cool ability for a second, but you lose a passive bonus. So I just lost my passive health regeneration because I burst that signet, so I'm no longer regenerating health. So now I'm down. If I kill something, I will rally and get myself back up, and I have a whole set of new skills. Or if Matthais runs up and hits the action key, Matthais...
Oh, is that what I'm doing? Okay.
Matthais, he will
Okay,
start
I'm going.
picking me up. And there you go. See my health regenerating as it's slowly depleting. If it depletes, I fully die and will have to res me. If not, I'm back up and ready and in the fray. Now, you'll notice here on the video recording, you won't notice it, Matthais, in the bottom left corner there's something called a down penalty. Now, after a certain amount of downs, so as I just went down, it'll go from gray to yellow to red. What that means is if you keep going down repeatedly in a very quick period of time, so if I went down again and again and again, when it's red on your downed penalty, you will immediately die upon your next downing. You won't get that down state with your where you can be picked up by allies. You will immediately go to dead. So it's important not to go down multiple times in a row. Bad for you. Unhealthy. Now, if you do happen to die, you can still pick people up. Apparently, there's an NPC nearby that's dead, but I can't see him on... Oh, he's underground. Okay, never mind. But you can revive dead people as well. You can walk up to him. It just takes a lot longer than picking up someone who's downed. Now, you've seen your skills. You have your utility skills. You know how to use those. You have your elite skill. Each one has their own uses depending on what you have. But something else important to notice is above your health meter. Now, you notice this. Your health meter is a double orange bar, or yellow bar, I guess. It's dodge rolling. Dodging will evade attacks, but it's a slowly recharging resource. It's something you do want to save for sort of, you know, worst case scenarios. Not something you just, yeah. You don't want to spam that thing because that's a bad idea. You definitely want to keep that.
I do a lot of bad ideas.
It is a bad idea. And one other thing definitely we should show you other than downstate. I approve, by the way. You saved me. I'm very happy. We'll just tell Regal that you learned. Poor Regal.
Yes, no kidding.
Let's go underwater now. So
we should also mention that the downstate underwater looks totally different.
Yes.
That's where I really screwed up before.
You do get 4 skills when you are down. Each class has access to their own skills. Skill number 4 is to res yourself. But if you get punched at all or hit at all when re-resing yourself, you'll get interrupted and you have to wait for the recharge. Usually if you get interrupted, you're kind of fucked. And that's how it goes. Now that we're underwater, though, we're going to pick on a fight with a few enemies. Not going to go into downstate right now. Oh, shark.
Whoa.
And if you'll notice, you have completely different weapon sets. So I went from having a bow to having a spear gun. So you have your different weapons. Those are the ones I was showing you in the last video under your hero menu. So these are your water weapons, the ones you haven't upgraded since, what, day 1?
Yeah, that would be it.
Okay, fair enough. So kill creatures and stuff, it's sort of cool that you can sort of fly around underwater, but something interesting to note is if you do go down underwater, you have the number 4 ability which heals you. Another thing you can do is swim up. If you head up to the surface and sort of stay on that borderline of the surface, that is also a way you can sort of regenerate health. Right now, Rangers are imba as shit, though, because something to note in World versus World and that sort of thing is when someone's downed, you don't have to keep pummeling them to death. You can walk up and hit F, and if you're an enemy, you're not obviously going to give them tummy rubs to pick them back up. You're going to do a finisher. You're going to jump in the air, punch down, and murder them, and just finish them off so they can't res. Underwater, there are no finishers. So because Rangers have their number 3 ability underwater in the down state to have their pet res them, the pet can heal faster than the damage other people can output. So it's actually pretty neat. I love it. They call it the Aquaman patch. Totally Aquaman.
Seaman.
Oh god, not a South Park reference. Seaman. Oh god. Alright, so that pretty much goes over it. Everyone's got their F skills, everyone's got a down state, everyone's got the dodging. That's pretty much it. Some important stuff to know. Anything else you have a question for, Matthais?
Well, actually, yeah. I only have, for like my 6, 7, 8, 9, 0 skills, I only have number 6 available. Is that normal for every class or what?
No. You know what? You have done almost no underwater combat. What you have to do is actually hit the arrows. Wow, that's bad. Hit the arrows above your skills to select skills you're allowed to underwater.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh god.
Okay.
This is definitely an informative to teach the noob.
Okay.
Anything with a cross out on it, like an X over it, is something you can't
Yeah.
use underwater. Obviously, there's some things you can't use underwater. Smooth, buddy.
No wonder I suck underwater. Okay.
So you can put on all your skills again underwater. You just hit that arrow when you unlock a thing. So the skills are completely different. So if you notice, I have my condition removal signet on for underwater. That shark hates me. That's okay. Keep eating my pet. So if I go above water, you'll notice my speed one immediately replaces it on my thing above my head. So underwater and above water, your utilities are completely independent. They're completely different. And I left a shark to kill you. I should probably help you with that. Something also important to note, I just realized it. Take a look above your skill bar. Those are all the passive things you have going on right now. So all your signets are up there and everything. And something else you have. Yeah, you also have Bloodlust. You have a weapon right now. For every enemy you kill, it builds up a stack of it, and you deal additional condition damage with that. These are special sigils or signets, or even some of them come from traits. They're important things to note that they will show up there so you can keep track of them. So your stacks for certain weapon things you built up, your attunement, it all shows up there. All cool things also that you can see in the party menu on the left. This way you know what your buddies are doing or what your allies have. Conditions and buffs also appear there. So bleeds will be a little blood drop symbol in red. All conditions are in red. All buffs are in orange and yellow color. Let's see if I can get... Someone's hurting a quaggin down there. That sounded kind of creepy.
Heard that too.
Yeah, that was kind of creepy.
Well, with that.
with that, I think that's pretty much it. I wanted to show a buff. Oh, here, Rampage is one. I'm just going to turn that on. Perfect. There's 3 buffs. You can actually see them on the left there, Matthais. 3 different buffs appear in that orange sort of text, and those are buffs. So you can also see what your allies have above their head. All right, so that's it. Any other questions?
That's it, buddy.
Awesome. All right, thanks for tuning in for another Teach Noob. We'll see you guys next week.
Let's dance.